Hey, yo, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Webway. Got a special guest on today, Julian Savea. But before we get into it, let's roll the intro.
Mixed trouble behavior with tequila makes me wanna say, yeah, yeah. I met her in Mexico.
Subbles, thanks for coming on, bro. Hope you're doing all good in social isolation. How are you doing over there, bro?
No, all good, man. All good. Can't complain. We're lucky to have big land and property that we can just go chill outside and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, family's all good. Just trying to entertain all day, every day. So it's all good.
Yeah. Now it's me now. You got a massive property, so probably keep her busy. But I guess before we get started, bro, do you want to just give like a little explanation about who you are and what you do, bro?
Yeah, bro. Sweet. My name's Julian Savea. Some call me the Bus. I play rugby. Obviously used to play in New Zealand, and now I'm here playing for Toulon. And here we are now with the isolation stuff and just chilling and helping out the bro.
Yeah, let's go. Bro. So social isolation, have you got like a routine at all, or you sort of just like taking it day by day sort of thing?
Yeah, I've got a little routine, and Tima, wifey, was on it for a little bit. But I wake up in the morning and start my training. Get back, family's still asleep, so that's all good. I sort of start cleaning the kitchen, start making breakfast for them and stuff like that. And then Juju wakes up, and we just play around with her. And then I might do another session later on, and then we just have lunch and dinner. And basically, from like 12:30 onwards, I jump on Fortnite with the boys.
Yeah, let's go. Have to.
And have a few jams, and probably keeps the time flying. And Tima's watching a show that keeps her busy as well. And Juju has a nap during the day. So
yeah. Oh, true. So you just sort of get your training in the morning, and then get all the mahi done, and then obviously fam time and a bit of Fortnite with the boys. Got to earn it, eh?
Of course.
So obviously, because we're over in New Zealand and social isolation, we're heading to level 3 soon, which is cool. What's it like with coronavirus over there, bro? What's the status?
Yeah, no, I mean, pretty intense in terms of the rules and stuff. Like we need a form to say what we're doing and where we're going.
Shit.
And I think we're only allowed like an hour each day to go to the supermarket. To the pharmacy or whatever to get your essential stuff. But I mean, we've been extended for an extra 4 weeks, so it's pretty intense. We were slowly getting crazy, but we can't complain. It's for the better.
Yeah.
And hopefully it comes down once the 4 weeks are over.
Yeah, because over there you're heading to summer, right? So would your season be over anyway, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still talks about it sort of resuming. Around sort of August and July.
Yeah.
But who knows? From my perspective, I think the season's done.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a tough one to recover, especially all the clubs trying to figure that out.
True.
And as players, we're just trying to do our best to keep fit, and I guess we're missing the game, so it's all good.
And stay ready. So if you have to go back and play, then you're ready. But bro, what I thought is that we'll go back to where it all started, bro. Rongotai. What was it like going to Rongotai College? Obviously, Wellington College is the number 1 in Welly, but Rongotai is not too far after.
No, I mean, man, Rongotai has a special place in my heart. Basically all my family, my uncles, my cousins, all went to Rongotai. And it was sort of just an always automatic in my heart that I was going to Rongotai.
Yeah.
But I had a little secret. I have a little secret. I did have a little interview set up to go to Wellington College.
Ooh!
But I pretty much, we're on our way there. We're on the bus, me and Mum, and I was like, no, let's get off the bus. I want to go back home. I don't want to do this meeting. So
straight up.
Straight up. I was just, I don't know. I had a bad feeling in my gut. I mean, I'm not saying Wellington College is bad, but
yeah.
I just think my heart was just always with Rongotai.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Bro, that would have been a lot different though, eh?
Yeah, definitely different. But but you know, Rongotai, I love it. The teachers are awesome.
Yeah.
And just obviously, if I had my time back, I probably would have done a bit better and focused during school. But, you know, always focused on playing sports and stuff like that. So yeah, no, it was a special time, and have no regrets.
Yeah.
Just that one where I guess I should have focused a bit more on my schoolwork. But
Yeah.
you know, here we are now.
No, Rongotai's a mean school, bro. Always got love for Rongotai, bro. So you obviously played rugby, playing there. You play any other sport?
Yeah, I mean, I got into a little bit of basketball, got a little bit into volleyball, touched rugby. I didn't get into soccer.
Nah, why not?
Just
Twinkle toes, bro. Surely
takes a lot of skill. And I didn't have that skill.
Can't run a straight in football.
No, definitely not. But yeah, no, that's about it. And obviously, poly group was one of them.
Yeah.
Extracurricular stuff, and I really love doing that. And I guess it created some bonds, you know, throughout the school years.
Yeah, for sure. And when you went to Rongotai, bro, did you know then that you wanted to be a pro footy player, or were you sort of just taking it day by day at that time?
I've always had an idea where I wanted to like go with my rugby, and I guess it always started when I was, you know, 5. And because I remember this, you know, under 7s we didn't have the flag touch.
Yeah.
And we had 2-hand touch on the hips.
Yeah.
And it used to frustrate me because I was 5 years old, and I didn't want to, like, I was watching rugby on TV and I didn't want to touch. I wanted to tackle.
Yeah.
The contact. And so I was playing under 7s, and I tackled someone pretty hard, and you know, I think I broke his arm and stuff like that. And I knew then, like, I was like, I want to do something more. And then as I started making rep teams, that's when I started to sort of, okay, I can make something out of this.
Yeah.
And so I've really had the hunger since I was young. So
yeah, when I guess because obviously went to Rongotai with Artie as well, that must have been, you know, quite an experience. Because had Artie on a couple of potties ago, because he's a bit of a guru nowadays in the podcast scene, so he helped me out. Yeah, he was saying that you guys played together in First 15 when he was 4th form and you were 7th form.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, it was pretty funny because we always joke about this, but we've always played together, like growing up, and he's always had to sort of skip grades because he always wanted to play with me.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And then obviously getting into, like, you know, the bigger teams, it was just a surreal moment. And for me, it wasn't like if he was going to make the team, it was just when he was going to make the team. And that's just credit to all the talent that he has.
Yeah. Bro, because I don't know about you guys, but me and my bro, you know, whenever we played together, bro, it was just straight fights 24/7, bro. It doesn't matter if we were on at home. I tried to play with him. I was a little bit younger than him, so I couldn't play with him at high school. But did you guys fight heaps and stuff, or was it more just like you trying to bring him along with you?
No, well, I mean, as we got older, like, I think high school was all good, but
yeah.
Like, I think before then, I think before then was just sort of, yeah, like you said, competitiveness. We fought. He always ended up crying. Yeah. And yeah, no, well, it was always like fights pre that, but I think we just got older, more mature,
yeah.
I guess, and just focused on really trying to involve our rugby skills.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, no, fair enough. True. So after you played 7s, eh?
Yep, played 7s in 2008 at the back end.
Yeah.
And 2009, just for sort of a year and a half.
Yeah. What was that transition like, bro, going from, you know, high school?
Oh, man, it was hectic.
Yeah.
Because Titch recruited me. So we had our formal.
Yeah.
On, I think it was Friday night. And so obviously we got a bit tipsy.
Have to.
And then the Saturday was the tournament. So like just the normal local tournaments, a 7s tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
was pretty hungover playing throughout the whole day. We got to the we got to the sort of semis finals and sobered up a bit,
Yeah.
and started playing properly. And I didn't know Tish was there, so Tish must have been watching. And he came to me straight after and was like, "I want you to come to camp on Tuesday." And I was like, "Oh, I'm still sort of, and
Still a bit
I
cross-eyed.
was like, okay, yeah, sweet. So yeah, sweet. I'll come to camp on Tuesday. Sounds good. And all I've heard was, bad things in terms of like all the training and
Yeah.
all the fitness. And as I turned to walk away, he just goes, "Oh, yo, Jules, come back." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Just one thing." And I was like, "Yep. Don't give up." I was like, straight away, I was like, "Nah." I just knew going into camp was just going to be, I was going to be in a dark place and I wasn't going to enjoy it.
Bro, because I obviously close with Ambrose Curtis, and he was telling me about some of the training that he did with Titch, but what were some of the specific things that you can remember, bro, that were like really hard?
Obviously the testing is always hard.
Are those like beep tests?
Yeah, we did the beep tests.
Shit.
And it was a test called the phosphate. So it's like 10 40-meter sprints, I think going every 30 seconds.
Oh.
But your sprint's got to be like you're full on sprinting, like you're in a race. It's pretty tough. And then you have a half an hour rest, and then you go into the beep test.
What? Bro, that's almost impossible. You say 10 40s and you've only have 30-second rest in between each 40. So your heart rate's probably still through the roof and you're going back to back to back.
Yeah.
I guess that's sort of like Sevens training though, because you're sprinting, you're stopping, you're sprinting and stopping. I guess that's sort of the perfect sort of training for it, eh?
Yeah, basically it's just continuation. So no, it was pretty tough, man. And it was a game that Touch always played, which I remember being called Death Touch. And so we were all in different colored bibs.
Yeah.
And to say we're playing touch, you get touched by a red bib, your other red bib, so that's fine, but your other red bib has to touch him again for it to be a turnover. So it would be whole field, 7-on-7.
Yeah.
And guys would be breaking the line like 24/7. So we're pretty much shuttling up on the field for 20-odd minutes. And sometimes he plays up to the media, like if there's cameras around, he'll get excited and get the boys on the line and start doing 80-40s. Oh man, it'll get us.
Oh, bro. So you just turn it on for the camera, eh? Oh, that's crazy, yeah, bro. I've heard some things about him, eh? Or fucked on one of his trainings, bro. So from sevens, I guess that would have been a bit of not a shock, but that would have been a bit of like, open your eyes a little bit to what I guess rugby at the highest level could be like. And then going from there, you went and played for the Lions and the Canes, eh? I guess, that must have been a childhood dream of yours putting on that jersey. How was that, putting it on for the first time?
It was always the goal to get there. And coming from sevens, like you said, it prepped me for the professionalism that comes with it. And obviously to play for the Lions was a dream come true.
Yeah.
Just seeing, obviously, one of my idols, Ma'a, grow up through the ranks and see him on TV and play for the Lions. That's sort of the pathway I wanted to go as well.
Yeah.
And so to be there was pretty special, and it was a really proud moment for me and my family.
Yeah.
And then 2011 came around, and I made the Canes. And that year sort of wasn't really particularly well. I remember, I don't know if many people remember, but I remember just all the criticism, and I just couldn't really play well, to be honest. And then in 2012, I sat down with the Hurricanes trainers. I made the Hurricanes. And in preseason, I was like, yo, let's get me fit, let's get faster, let's get fitter, stronger. And I trained my ass off that year. And I remember because I couldn't really catch a high ball in 2011. And I remember we'd play touch, with my friends, close friends, just, randomly. And they'll always joke around, oh, yeah, chuck a high ball for Jules. Can't catch it.
What?
But it is fun in games. It is fun. And then I just remember this one moment I said to all of them, I said, you wait, I'm making the All Blacks this year. And it was funny because like I said, so I trained hard in the preseason, debuted for the Hurricanes in 2012, and then later on that year made the All Blacks. So
Bruh.
for me, it was pretty special to come from that 2011 year to 2012, and everything happening so fast was pretty awesome.
For sure. I mean, from what I understand and what I hear is that, I guess it just fueled the fire, bro, people putting you down, criticism, you taking that on the chin and just working hard, and then probably tell the boys now to chuck you a high ball.
Yeah,
So you went in
that
and,
was pretty funny. That was cool.
yeah, just the boys banter, bro.
Yeah.
So, Hurricanes, bro, you played quite a few tests for them, bro. How was that,
Yeah.
playing with your brother, playing, in front of your home crowd? What was that like? That must have been unreal.
Hurricanes is probably my favorite team of all time,
Yeah.
and playing for them for the first time was pretty awesome. Only because I was at the end of an All Black backline, so like even that, I was just like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah.
And just to sort of get an idea, so the halfback was Piri Wipu, our 10 was Aaron Cruden, our 12 was Ma'a, our 13 was Conrad, our other one winger was Jose Aguirre, and Corey Jane was at fullback, and then I happened to be on the wing. So, like when I first came in and I was a part of this whole, watching them through the All Blacks and all that sort of stuff, like I'm like, yo, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And so like that was crazy to do that, and then obviously carry on through the years was pretty special, and always loved playing in the Kickton. So
Yeah. And because as you say, playing for the All Blacks, bro, you got 3 tries on debut, against Ireland at Eden Park,
yeah.
bro. What the? That
Yeah.
must have been.
I mean, like, to be honest, they were meat pies. The boys set me up pretty well, and like even my first try, Dan gave me the ball, but he had like 3 other people to pass to. You know what I mean? So he was on a break and he gave me the ball, which was pretty cool.
Bro, numbers don't lie, cuz. That must have been pretty cool though, playing at Eden Park, getting 3 trials in your first game, bro. Like, and then obviously you played with Artie at the All Blacks. Was it different playing with him in the All Blacks than playing with him in the Canes, or same sort of feeling?
Same sort of feeling, but like the first game was pretty special. Like just having him there during the anthem and the haka was pretty cool, and he got to dot down as well, which was awesome. But probably the one game that sort of stood out was when we played against South Africa. I scored my first test try against South Africa, and he scored his first test try against South Africa too. And I think it was the first time a set of brothers had scored in the same test match.
Yo, that's amazing, bro.
So it was pretty cool. And like it's the same feeling playing for every other team. It's just obviously on a bigger scale. So
Yeah. And obviously now head over to France, bro. So, going from playing footy in New Zealand, coming over to France, what's that transition been like, bro? Just in terms of life, like obviously there's a language barrier there, but just in general, what's it been like?
No, it's been pretty awesome. Like, I mean, obviously I've only been living in Toulon, so doesn't speak for all the other little places that I haven't been to.
Yeah.
But like being over here is like pretty awesome. I get a lot more family time, and a lot more downtime to do extra stuff, like to travel, to put my fingers in other areas.
Yeah.
And like to really, to be honest, it's like been awesome. It's been sort of like a fresher breath air, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And like it's just, I guess for me, like the only difference for me is like just like getting to know the other places better.
Yeah.
And here, like you obviously get to know where you're going and stuff, and all the places you get to go to.
Yeah.
But the rugby side of stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's still learning, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of young guys coming through, and so like their eagerness to learn is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
and the way they like to play rugby is just to play, not too much structure.
Yeah.
Which New Zealand do both.
Yeah.
Focus on little detailed stuff, and there's not much detailed stuff here, which is all good.
Yeah.
But mostly about just play footy, have fun, show your flair.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
But the life here is awesome, man. Like the weather's great. Summer's always hot. Can't complain, to be honest.
Yeah, because I guess, you know, me, because I lived in the UK for a few years as well, bro, and what I loved was that you could hop on a flight, bro. Like I was in London and Manchester, and I'd hop on an hour and a half flight, and I'd be in Spain, bro. In New Zealand, bro, you hop on an hour and a half flight, you're in fucking Taupo, you know? Like you can't be, you know, not much you can do, bro. So have you been...
You can't compare,
yeah.
Like, 2 hours, I'm in Monaco.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Have you been making the most out of that?
I'm in Monaco too. No offense to the brothers out there, but
say got a nanny, bro. So what have you been making the most of, like traveling and stuff? Like where have you been? What's been like some of your favorite spots?
You know, Monaco, Saint-Tropez, Nice. Barcelona is a 5-hour drive. Is
it? Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it is too. Yeah. Barcelona, that's gangster place, bro?
Yeah. We've been to Turkey, seen wifey's family over there.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Sharks, man. Where else?
Any that stand out the most, bro?
And New York.
Yeah.
Go to New York all the time now. It's probably one of my favorite places to go.
Yeah.
And it's only 8-hour flight direct, which is good.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, no, I've got some connections there, and I love New York. I love the city, and it's probably one of my favorite places out of all the ones that I've been to.
Yeah. What's the food like, bro? Is the food all good? Because obviously going from New Zealand food to French food, it's a little bit different, eh? A lot of pastries and stuff, eh?
Yeah. No, it is a bit different. Like a lot of meat and cheese and baguettes. The baguettes will get you. And because I never ate baguettes back in New Zealand. You know what I mean? I think it's the flour they use here, but it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's crazy here. And but the food's awesome, man. Like it's mainly meat, but also surprisingly the sushi here is probably the best sushi I've ever had. Interesting. Yeah.
True. I wanted to pick that, bro.
Yeah. It's always nice and fresh, but it's not the usual sushi back home. Like doesn't have the chicken katsu. It's just plain, just full on sushi.
Yeah.
You know, not too much meal stuff.
Yeah. So I was saying that you actually are on a diet, aren't you? On like a carnivore diet, or is that keto or something? Or is that Fatima, or are you both on it?
I think it's a bit of a mixture.
Yeah.
One that Liam Neeson was sort of advising me to do. So just eating meat for 5 days and then fast for 2 days, 48 hours.
Shit.
After the 2 days, you can add your eggs, your cheese, your avocado, and your butter, and then you just go from there, to be honest. So it's like a little bit of mixture.
Wait, so that's how you start, or that's like week round?
So that's how you start. So you start with 5
true.
days of meat, and then you'll do your 2 days fast, and then you go back to your meat stuff, but you add your eggs, your cheese, and your...
How have you been finding that, bro?
Oh, good. It was obviously tough the first few days, and then the fast really got to me. I was like, wifey didn't help though, like bringing treats next to me all the time.
Oh, stitch up.
Yeah. But no, it was good, man. Like at the moment I've lost 5 kgs, so
shit.
Pretty stoked.
Let's go. Oh, bro, man. Yeah, because that's what I find the hardest day, bro, trying to fucking stay healthy in this whole thing, bro, because you're at home and all you want to do is eat, bro, because you got nothing to do, eh? So I guess it's good that
that's my problem, man. Like once I start eating, I can't stop.
What I did, bro, went on IG and did like a little bit of a Q&A. Thanks for sharing it, bro. So I thought I'd share some of these. That's all good.
All good.
So the first one is from S. Lewis 897. Who's your favorite back to play with?
Ooh, my favorite back to play with
It's a hard question.
would have to be. I've got two, so I'll go with. There's a sort of rugby and off the field related. So first one would be Martin Onu, just because he passes me the ball all the time. And he's good at passing. And my other one is Corey Jane.
Yeah.
Bit of banter. He's always, keeps you on top of your toes and
Yeah.
and like the competitiveness, being in the same position. So
Yeah. This one's from some of these names, sorry, bro. At L Loazi _ Mondis. Who's the strongest between you and Adi?
good question. I'm gonna back myself here. So I'm gonna go with Julian Savea.
Yeah. All right, this one's from at Limo Sopwanga. Don't know if you know that guy. He's bloody annoying. Ask him about the time I smoked him in a run it straight outside Harry's.
Oh my god! Shucks. I wouldn't. Yeah, that was a good time. Did
he get you, bro? Did he get you? It's all right. Just take it on the chin, bro.
No. Also, ask TJ if you get him on here.
All right.
So it was funny. So we're having a few drinks, and it was just empty, and but we were pretty much on our way, and he just bumps into me, and I'm like, bro,
get off me, boy.
Bro. And he goes, what? I go, run it straight. So he goes, yeah. So we both, stood back at least 10 meters, sort of jogs it up, and boom, I just smack him.
Oh, so you got him?
Yeah, he's on his back.
Oh.
He'll tell you why, but it's probably one of the funniest things that that we've ever done. So it's pretty funny.
Fuck, I thought it was gonna be Lima bumped you, got you like a sneaky one or like the slow down ones or something. But Lima, bro, you stitch yourself up there, cuz. This one's from Lima Vai. Is best memories of college.
Ooh. Best memories of college would probably be coming third in McKivity.
Holy shit, bro.
Coming third was a special moment for us.
What was it? Stream fourth?
Yeah. I can't remember who was fourth, but I think it was Stream.
But you got the bronze, but that's all that mattered.
Yeah. And then probably other ones would probably be Polly. And just the last night of assembly and of my last day, I had a good party with the senior boys. So
yo, bro, what events did you do in McKivity? So people that don't know what McKivity is, it's like a athletics competition between Wellington College, Rongotai, St. Pat's Town, and St. Pat's Stream. So we all, come together once a year, and we play off for what's called the McKivity Shield. But yeah, what events did you do at McKivity?
The 100, 200, high jump, discus, shot put, long jump.
The athlete. Straight up?
Yeah. Straight up.
Oh, what? Did you all of them?
Yeah, pretty much. I had to.
Did you get any dubs or what?
Yeah, I came first and all of them except for high jump and I think discus.
Yeah. Bro, were you and Andrew Underwood's year?
I was in his year, maybe the fourth form year 10.
Yeah.
And he was a freak. I remember. It
was unbelievable, bro. I remember started a relay. It's my little claim to fame there, a little bit of a plug. When I was year 9, bro, doing the relay. I was the last runner, fucking getting it, absolutely gassing it, bro. And I remember he ran the 400 and he finished, and I had just started the last leg of the relay, bro. He was an absolute freak of nature, that guy. I think he ran the 400 in like 48 at the time, and he was 17, bro.
No, he was next level. I've always wondered where he went to after that. So,
Bro, one of my mates bumped into him, and he said, bro, he just couldn't get any quicker, so he just gave up, bro. Basically, because I remember he was like he was like 4 seconds off the record or whatever, and then he just said, bro, I just can't get faster. So, well.
man.
This next one's from, you might know this person, _ Julian Savea. Your wife is amazing. How did you score such a worldie?
I'm not even going to answer that, to be honest.
Russell Westbrook, next question.
Next question, seriously.
This one's from Daryl Pickering. This is a good one. What's the best / worst part about being on a carnivore diet?
I've only got one sort of negative, and that's probably my energy levels and just feeling more, I guess, fatigued throughout the day.
Yeah.
Other than that, like I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the losing the weight, the more leaner you're getting.
Yeah.
But I enjoy that more than the feeling, fatigued and stuff like that. So that's the only negative that I feel with this diet.
So, bro, does that mean you can't have any cheat days? Like, if you want to go get a Macca, you couldn't get it?
No.
Oh.
I mean, well, Liam said he's doing it for a month and then just going to have like 2 days, like
whatever,
eating crap food and then start back on it again.
Yeah.
Which I think I might do as well. But just listen to your body, I guess, and read up on your information. But like for me, that's the only negative that I find with this diet.
Yeah. This one's from Linda Nonu 12. Linda Nonu 12. Any possibilities that you'll come home and try and make the ABs again?
I don't know about that second part about making the All Blacks again, but definitely be coming home. We'll see what the season holds and see if it continues on. But we'll see how that goes. To be honest,
yeah.
Plans of coming home is definitely in there.
Yeah.
To play for the All Blacks again, who knows what will happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, this one, bro. I always like asking my guests this because I'm a bit of a foodie. And pretend you're not on this carnivore diet just for this one, okay? So if you're having your last meal with any celebrity guest and you can pick a starter, a main, and a dessert, what would they be? But before that, who would your celebrity guest be?
Oh. My celebrity guest.
My bloody cat, look, bro. He's on.
My celebrity guest would probably be LeBron James.
Great answer. Imagine having dinner with that guy, bro.
Yeah. Just because I just love everything he does and I guess his legacy that he's put out there. And I guess my starter would be some prawn tempura, salmon sashimi.
Ooh, okay. From France, apparently, because it's the best, eh?
For main course, man, I think I'd like just a nice burger. Doesn't matter where it's from. Could be homemade. McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, just any burger.
True. So what, if you had to pick a burger from Macca, KFC, or Burger King, you wouldn't mind?
Nah.
Straight up. Not even you wouldn't have rather a Big Mac over a Whopper? You'd just whatever.
I don't even eat Big Macs.
Holy shit. Straight up. How do you not eat Big Macs, bro?
Don't like it.
True.
Nah. And then for dessert, I'd have Kinners, bro.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Mean, bro. Fuck that.
Kinners.
I would love to see LeBron eat some Kinners, bro. Imagine him, bro, with some Kinners. That'd be unreal.
Yeah.
Sweet, bro. Well, last question. Because now you got to get into the day with the whānau. 10-year plan, bro. So where do you want to see yourself in 10 years from now? Doesn't have to be footy or whatever, just, you know, in life.
Yeah, man, in 10 years, I hope, you know, obviously I'll be retired, living in mortgage-free home, and obviously having a business. That's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And looking towards like getting into studying in terms of business and marketing.
Yeah.
And also sort of like another thing is to probably be coaching as well.
Yeah.
More aspects of like backs coaching, skills coaching, and you know, sort of in that sort of area. And yeah, I mean, in terms of life, like I said, you know, just live in a mortgage-free home.
Yeah.
And just like live my life, to be honest. And
back in New Zealand.
Back in New Zealand.
Yeah.
I'll probably be in Auckland, not Wellington.
Yeah.
And sort of also find a way to give back to where I came from, because it was always hard. I know if you went sort of in like in the plugs, like and getting into the rep teams and stuff like that, you weren't really noticed.
True.
And so I noticed that like some kids are talented enough, but because they weren't getting noticed, they'll just give up.
Yeah.
So just in that sort of aspect, but that's where I see myself in 10 years.
That's mean, bro.
Trying to live a good life, mortgage-free home.
Yeah.
Obviously, mum and dad in a home, studying, maybe having a business.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's mean, bro. I like what you say about giving back to your community and where you grew up, because I think that's a massive part. You know, there's definitely places in New Zealand, I see in basketball as well, if you're not going to want into college, or if you're not at these like big schools, then you fall through the cracks, eh? So I feel like providing, you know, an avenue for those sort of people would be amazing, bro. But hey, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I know you're a busy guy, so hopefully, you know, you all stay safe over there and come back to NZ and come play for the All Blacks and the Canes again, bro. But yeah, as I say, I really appreciate you coming on, bro, and all the best for the future. Eh?
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me.
All good, brother. Cheers, bro.
Take care, brother.